Hello guys, welcome back to LearnTube. In this video, let us understand how to create an Angular progressive web application from scratch. This video assumes that you have some knowledge of Angular and progressive web application. This video is a part of the LearnTube Progressive Web Applications tutorial playlist. Find the playlist URL in the description. Finally, please click the subscribe button to stay connected. Keep watching. I have opened the Node.js command prompt. I would like to create an Angular starter project. To begin with, I will have to first create a directory. I would create it in the D drive. I would go to my D drive like this and then I would go to my projects directory. I had created this folder before, so make sure you create it. I now say cd my projects. Once I am inside the projects directory, I am going to clear the terminal. Then, I am going to create a simple Angular project to which we will apply progressive web applications features. So even before creating an Angular project, one must make sure that ngCli is installed. If you have installed ngCli, you can check by hitting ng -version. Or, if you don't have it, you can easily install it using npm install @angular/cli -g. Now, since I have ngCli previously installed, I am not going to reinstall it. I am fine with the CLI. I can start hitting the command ng-new PWA-Angular-demo to create my Angular project with the given name. I can hit enter now. Once this process starts, it will ask you couple of questions. First is, do you want to add Angular routing? Hit enter to say yes. Second question will be, what style format would you like to use? Select CSS here. Once done, ngCli will continue project creation. ngCli has successfully created an empty Angular project. I have not installed Git in my machine, hence we see that message related to Git. You can ignore it. Now, I would like to open this Angular project in Visual Studio Code. Let me first navigate inside the project by hitting the command cd space project name and then I hit enter. Then let me clear my terminal. My current working directory is my project, which I can also open up in Visual Studio Code by hitting code space dot. Because I am an administrator of this machine, and I have all the Visual Studio environment variables set, the code dot command works absolutely fine for me. However, if that does not work for you, then, you can first open Visual Studio Code, and then open this project directory. This now opens a Visual Studio Code, with all my Angular project files loaded. You can see all the files in the Solution Explorer. These were created when we ran ng-new. The project's name is PWA-Angular-demo. This project is very basic Angular project. Our intention is to add progressive web app features into this Angular app. Even before we do this, let us first test whether our Angular app is working or not. To run this project, I can hit ng-serve. With that, ng-serve will start up a local development server at port 4200, so that app can be opened up in a browser. If you see, would you like to share anonymous usage data? You can select N for no, and then hit enter. The compilation is complete. ng-serve has spun local server at port 4200. This is a live development server. Whatever code changes we do in the project will be caught by this server and would be reflected in the browser where the application is running, or will be run. Let's go, and open the Chrome browser with address as localhost port 4200. As expected, the Angular application is up and running. This application is an Angular application, which is not yet progressive. Before we make this Angular application a progressive web application, Let us first examine to what extent this application is inherently progressive. As we all know, for the application to be marked as a progressive web application, it has to meet the audit requirements of the browser. Chrome browser ships with an excellent tool called Lighthouse, which is useful in doing this audit. Lighthouse can not only audit the web application for its progressiveness but various other parameters such as performance and search engine optimization, etc. We can access the Lighthouse tool via Chrome Developer Tools simply by hitting F12. I would like to dock the Chrome Developer tool to the right side in the browser, instead of bottom like this. You can see the name of the tab as Lighthouse. I will select the device as a mobile and progressive web application. Untick the rest of the options to avoid confusion. To generate the audit report, we can click on the Generate Report button. Okay, the audit report is out and it says, your page is too slow, etc. There are various pointers in red where the audit is failing. If I scroll down, I see more red highlighting. This report talks about 3 PWA badges, and each badge has certain criteria to meet. The idea is to collect all these 3 badges, and that is our objective. As of now, we don't have a single badge. And this is not a progressive web application. Our application is scoring 0 out of 3 on fast and reliable, 1 out of 3 for installable and 2 out of 8 for PWA optimized. For installable badge, we see a green tick, that we use HTTPS, that is because localhost is as good as HTTPS. If we go to the fast and reliable badge, we see that the app does not load fast enough on mobile networks. Also, we see that the page does not respond with status code 200 when offline. That means the app cannot work offline. Now that we have these 3 badges to collect, we'll see how to earn it one by one. Let us reset the audit report by clicking this Clear Report button. Let us go back into the Visual Studio Code. I am going to use a Node.js package exclusively created only for Angular applications, to help me add progressive web applications feature into my Angular app. The name of the Node package is @Angular/PWA. I can add this package using ngCli add. Let me terminate running development server by doing Ctrl+C, and then I enter Y, and then I clear the terminal. I add the PWA package by saying ng-add@Angular/PWA, followed by a space, and then -- project, then a space followed by the name of my current Angular project. When I add an Angular PWA package using the ngCli, internally Angular CLI will add progressive web application features, such as a web manifest file, service worker, responsive icons, etc. This will help us earn those 3 badges when we audit our Angular application the next time with Lighthouse. Now, I hit Enter. Here we see that the service worker file and web manifest file is generated. Since our Angular application, in the future, will also be a progressive web application, and people will install it in devices of different sizes and resolutions, for that matter, icons are also created. That's not all, Angular CLI also adds all the respective changes or files to the app module, package.json, Angular JSON file, and also it updates the index.html file. In short, this PWA node package has done a lot of changes to my existing Angular project, to bring in required PWA features like offline access, installability, in different devices, and other PWA optimizations. Let us now run this project by hitting ng-serve, and my application should be served at localhost 4200. I will now open the browser at 4200, and as usual, I will open the Chrome Developer Tools by doing F12. I will keep the audit setting the same as last time, that is, in the device, as mobile, and in the categories, as a progressive web application. After that, I will hit the Generate Report button. This time, hopefully, we would be clearing more audit requirements than before, and would be more closer to getting all those 3 badges. This time in the audit, I see that most of the red markers have converted into green markers, making us closer to our 3 badges. However, there is one thing to notice: we are still failing on metric, fast, and reliable. That is because we are using the application in the development mode, where ng-serve is causing an in-browser compilation, making the application slower than what it is. So also, my page does not respond with status 200 when offline. If I scroll down, I see a green tick for HTTPS, that is because I am using localhost. Going down further in the report, in the PWA optimized section, I see that my app does not redirect HTTP traffic to HTTPS. I could have easily met the requirements of the first section, that is, fast and reliable, considering that I am using Angular, which is known for creating fast front-end applications. Secondly, the web manifest file is already added. I do see that it has not registered the service worker, even though the service worker is added to the project. All these problems are because we are running the application using the dynamic development server. Even if I revisit my project code, I can see the service worker. Also, if I go to the source directory, I do see my project manifest file. It is quite evident that our progressive web application features are not working, and we need them to work. To make these features work, we would go and build the application. By doing this, we won't use our regular development server, that is ng-serve, but instead, use ng-build. The difference is, build does ahead of time compilation whereas ng-serve does in browser compilation, which makes application slow and defeats the fast and reliable badge requirement. Let me stop the ongoing compilation. Even before building, I would install a package called serve, globally, that will help me host the project after a successful build. The build process will compile project files and output static files that one can host using serve. Serve can not only host Angular apps, but any static assets. Since I had previously installed serve, my serve installation is updated. We have installed this serve package globally, so that we can use it in any directory across the machine. Let me do ng-build --prod, which will create a build using prod environment variables with ahead of time compilation. The build will create static assets that we shall serve using the serve package that we had installed a few minutes back. Let me hit enter and start build. Well, my build process is done, and it has created a folder named dist. In that folder, I see a subfolder called PWA-Angular-Demo. We need to host all the contents of this folder using serve. In this folder, I see the index.html page and a lot of JavaScript bundle files. I also do see the service worker and the manifest file. In short, the build process has given me all that I need out of the existing Angular project for deployment. Now, let me go into this dist folder by doing cd dist, and then hit cd PWA-Angular-Demo. Here, if I hit dir command, I would see all the static files because I built this project. I can now host all these static files using serve. To do this, all I have to do is hit serve space dot. Which means, whatever is there in this directory, serve it. If that goes well, you would see a URL, like this, localhost 5000. With that, I can open a Chrome browser and hit localhost 5000. I am happy that my application is up and running. Let me clear the older audit, then, keep the settings as is, and then hit Generate Report button. This is my production build, and I expect my application to pass even more audit requirements. The audit now shows that the Angular application is fast and reliable. The page loads fast enough, and that is because we are using the production build, which comes with ahead of time compiled output files. Even, the page responds with status 200 when offline. The application manifest is understood by the browser, and we get the fast and reliable badge. We also see the second badge, that application is installable. App uses HTTPS, it also registers the service worker, and web manifest that meets the installation requirements. That can be seen by the plus button, from where we can install the application. So, we got 2 badges. However, if we check the third badge requirement, which is PWA optimized, we see that there are a couple of things that we are missing. The 2 important things are, first one, we are not having a valid Apple Touch icon, and the second one is, our app does not redirect HTTP traffic to HTTPS. We are using the localhost, and we cannot have the HTTPS redirection with the current setup. To fix this, we need to have a deployment with SSL certificates, which we don't have as of now. For a moment, we'll ignore the HTTPS redirection and focus on the Apple Touch icon. So, what is a valid Apple Touch icon? If we click here, we come to know that we need to define an additional icon of size 192 by 192 pixels, so that iOS devices can render our Angular app when installed. That is what we are missing now. To fix this, I'll click on Learn More. This link will open a page, which will give me more insights on how to fix the issue with Apple Touch icon. If we scroll down a little bit, it says that we need to put a link tag in the page head, with rel equal to Apple-touch-icon. Let me copy the whole line. And I would go into my project, and then in the source, then in the index.html file, and I am going to paste the copied line in the head tag, over here. We also need to replace the href portion, to point a valid icon image. In the assets, I do have icons, I need icon of size 192, which I have. So, I'll update the href with the path of the icon of size 192. With that done, let us go, and do a build once again. Let me clear the screen, and navigate to the root directory by doing cd ... twice. I can now hit ng build ---- prod. That will take some time to compile. Okay, the application is built. Now, to serve this newly created build, I will have to go to the dist folder, by doing cd dist, and then cd PWA-Angular-demo. This is the place, where I have all the static files, that I will serve. Let us do ng serve dot, so that we can serve the built static assets. Hopefully this time, in the Lighthouse audit, we expect to fix the Apple Touch icon issue. Well, the serving has started. Let me open the browser and refresh the URL. Okay, we can see the application. Next up, let us clear the previous audit report and hit generate the report. Cool. The audit report shows that we have 2 badges, fast and reliable, and installable. This is nothing new though. If we scroll down, we do see that we have also fixed the Apple Touch icon issue. The only stopping issue for us now is the HTTP redirection over HTTPS. If we fix this one, we will get all the 3 badges and we will score 100% on the Lighthouse PWA audit. With the kind of local host setup, and a missing security certificate, we won't be able to achieve the HTTP traffic redirection to HTTPS. However, there is a solution to this. As a workaround, if we can host this application in any static site provider such as GitHub, Netlify, AWS or GCP or Azure Storage, as the result of which, we will get storage URLs that are inherent HTTP secure URLs. Hence, by doing this kind of cloud deployment, we can meet the objective of HTTP traffic redirection to HTTPS easily. Remember, this is not the only solution to meet the objective, there are many more. For example, you can buy an SSL certificate, or even get it for free. However, it is a time-consuming and money-consuming affair. The quickest and economical route to quick deployment is Netlify. So, what is Netlify? It is all-in-one platform for automating modern web projects. We can easily deploy modern static websites with Netlify, in just a matter of minutes. Once deployed, anyone can access the application over the internet using HTTPS. First of all, let us create an account with Netlify. Signing up is simple, and does not require credit card details. To create an account, go to www.netlify.com and click on Sign Up button. I will sign up using an email and then log in. Once we are in Netlify, we can simply drag and drop the static asset folder that we intend to deploy. The deployment is really that simple. Let us go to the build folder, and then click Reveal in Explorer. That should show you the folder, which contains all the build. That's it, just drag this folder into Netlify. That's it. The name you see, Peaceful Leaky Blah Blah, is a randomly generated site name for your undeployed Angular web application. It will take a minute or two to get deployed, and you will see an URL below. Using this URL, one can access the site. Okay, the URL has been generated and deployment is complete. Random name and URL of the site can be changed by clicking on Site Settings. Now, scroll down the page and click the button, Change Site Name. Provide the new name as PWA-Angular-Demo. Then, hit the Save button. With that done, a new access URL would be generated, which you should see in less than a minute. Now, right-click on the URL and select to open in the new tab. Wonderful! The application has opened in a new tab, with the required URL and most importantly, with HTTPS. Now, let us do the Lighthouse PWA audit. Hopefully, this time, we should meet entire criteria for our Angular app to be a progressive web application. The audit report is generated, and it is awesome. We have created an Angular application that has scored 100%. Google Chrome recognized our app as a PWA app. We have earned all the 3 badges. Our Angular application is fast and reliable, installable and PWA optimized. That's it, folks. We are done. If you check this application further, you should be able to install it, so also, your application should work offline. In short, whatever Lighthouse asked for, we gave it. Thanks for watching. Please do like, comment, and share this video. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button so that you don't miss learning opportunities. This video is a part of LearnTube's Progressive Web Application Tutorial playlist.